everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Medita, and I would like to consider myself a judgy person, especially when it comes to books. So today I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to judge and rank some of BookTok's favorite. Have I read all of these?
No.
So here are the different tiers. At the bottom, we have my TBR, aka to be read. Then we have stepping on Lego bricks. We all know the pain of stepping on Lego bricks. Like, your soul leaves your body and it will never return. The next tier rank is Ich habe heute leider kein Foto für dich, which is a direct quote from GNTM, which is a German show about top models, and every single time a person gets cut, Heidi Klum says this iconic sentence, and that is basically me saying, I do not like you and I do not want to recommend this book to you. The next tier is raw pasta. So raw pasta refers to books that had the potential, but for some reason the potential wasn't fulfilled. You know, the pasta wasn't cooked. The next tier is thumbs up. Those books, pretty good. I recommend them. I like these books. And then the top tier is HTTYD, which stands for How to Train Your Dragon, which is my favorite movie. That movie will never get old. That movie will never be bad. That tier is superior. I think that's all I have to say before starting this video. Yeah, let's go. Number one is The Secret History. Well, see, fun, I haven't read this. It's on my TBR for this month, and I'm hoping I will like it because dark academia vibes, you know how it is. The Roommate, I have actually read this book. Now, the thing is, I don't remember a lot about this book. I only know it's about two roommates, and then one of them is a porn star. I am going to put this into thumbs up, I'm going to say, because I did like this.
November 9!
Yeah, this is a prime example for stepping on Lego bricks. I never liked this book. I will never like this book. I do not like Ben. I do not like the way Ben talks. I do not like anything about Ben. I wish I had never read this book. My soul left my body. Next. Ooh, one of us is lying. Now, this is a thumbs up book, I definitely know. The next is Shatter Me. Do I even have to say where this goes? Because it's pretty freaking clear. This series is my holy grail. Do you see this? This is a Shatter Me sweatshirt. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. I've reread that series. I've annotated that series. That series is so good. Oh, next is The Midnight Library. Yeah, I've totally read this book. Oh, Punk 57. Now, I can't put this book in stepping on Lego bricks because I did indeed cry. But it's also a book I would never recommend, so it's going into Ich habe heute leider kein Foto für dich. Actually, I don't know, like this one is bad, like this one is horrible to put into one tier. 1,000 Boy Kisses. Now this book made me cry for 3 hours straight. I loved it. I was enjoying myself even though I was in pain. Okay, Ars Totally Undone to Discover the Secrets of the Universe. This is really embarrassing, especially because I am on BookTok and I haven't read any of these. Oh, A Little Life! Yeah, I totally read this.
I also love this book so much. Like, this book is my holy grail.
The fine print. Now, the fine print is actually kind of funny because I absolutely adore this book.
But
usually books that are like the fine print and have this type of relationship like with Rowan, I do not like at all. But something about there was something in the fine print that made this book actually something I quite literally loved. Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I absolutely love the Brown Sister trilogy. I'm rating that book as like the entire trilogy because Get a Life, Chloe Brown was 4 to 5 stars. Take a Hint, Danny Brown was 5 stars. And Act Your Age, Eve Brown, 1,000,000 stars. Oh, It Happened One Summer. Now this is a prime example for raw pasta. This book had potential. I saw where this was coming from. Small town, you know, grumpy man, woman from big city that's very into fashion and very much into partying versus this like Fisher guy. This book had potential and then I just was so bored throughout the entire book. So Shadow and Bone. This is also a raw pasta book to me because, okay, so I read Six of Crows and I loved that book. But Shadow and Bone was just boring to me. So it's a raw pasta book. You could have given me a bit more and it would have been a 4-star, but you didn't give me enough. So it's not going there. The Priory of the Orange Tree. This is actually embarrassing. Like, why? Gosh. The Wrath of Dawn. This duet. Oh my gosh. I don't think you guys understand. I love the world building. I love the story overall. I love the characters. And then the second book,
I cried.
I was not okay. This series is so good. Next, we have Written in the Stars. You do not understand the love I have for this book. Written in the Stars is a fake dating romance between two women, and it has to do with zodiac signs. In the beginning of almost every chapter, there's this little list and they put cute little facts about each zodiac sign, and it is so cute. And I don't really know a lot about zodiac signs, and this was so fun to read for me. I was like, oh my god, wait, that's me? That's so cool. And again, fake dating is just so amazing. Next we have Longshot, and this is probably, I would say this is a thumbs up because I would never reread this. Like, this book was so painful for me to read. The Love Hypothesis. This is a bit difficult because The Love Hypothesis was definitely like one of the most cliche fake dating books out there, but I was enjoying myself. But then again, there are some scenes in this book that made me rethink my life. For example, she said that he put her entire breast in his mouth. I don't think that's sexy or cute or anything like that. I do not know why that was in there. I did not need that detail. No, as much as I like Adam Driver, this is a no for me. The Mindfuck series. I gave the series, I think, a 4-star overall, and I did quite like it, so it's gonna go into thumbs up, but I was absolutely traumatized. I was crying. I had to put the book down. I was screaming. I was uncomfortable while reading it. I had to make pauses. A Touch of Darkness. I'm gonna put this in thumbs up too. This is a Hades and Persephone retelling, but like, it was so different in my opinion. Hades, Persephone, and the series were very much couples that have trust issues, and I loved it. Next is Down Honeymooners. I don't remember anything from this book. It was forgettable. It was not something that blew my mind away. So I'm gonna put this into raw pasta because it could definitely have become a beautiful dish, but sadly the pasta was still in the package. Next is Reminders of Him. This is a thumbs up book for me. I was crying.
I was bawling. I was not doing well.
And I expected that. So it fulfilled my expectations in the pain category, I would say. Next is We Were Liars. I think this is Ich habe heute leider kein Foto für dich. This book was so fucking annoying to read. Like, the plot just was good. I was crying. But the adults in the series were the most annoying people on this planet. I do not get the adults. They were like, I can't tell you. Figure it for yourself.
Bitch, just fucking tell me.
No, absolutely freaking not. Why did you do this to me? Next is A Spanish Love Deception. I want to put this book into stepping on Lego bricks so badly. The main character acted like a child in some situations, and then Aaron Blackford is just not what I expected him to be. The ending made me want to
hurl
because the ending was 1, super annoying, 2, unnecessary, 3, just a way to add more tropes into this book that didn't have to be there, and 4, the ending made absolutely no sense to the character we had built before, and it felt like the author just wanted to split up the couple for a few seconds just so the book would be longer, and I don't like that stuff. I really don't. Beach read. Oh yeah, I've totally read this. Yay. Addicted. Okay, Addicted to You for me is a raw pasta book because, don't get me wrong, I even have signed copies. Like, I visited Krista Becca Ritchie in Paris to get signed copies of the series with character notes. Like, I'm aware of what I did. But this is the thing, when I first read the series, first going through, I was like, oh my god, I'm so emotional. Like, I don't want to leave these characters behind. The plot? I don't really know. There were so many things about the plot where I was like, this is so confusing. When you read it all, like, there's so many things that were unnecessary, especially in the Addicted series because it's, I think, 5 books. The Hating Game. The character was so itsy bitsy tiny and so much smaller than the love interest, and oh my god. That book made me so mad. And then when I saw the movie, I had to stop at the elevator scene because I was just like, what are you doing? I do not want, there's no way. Heartstopper, however, so freaking good! I absolutely love Heartstopper. I could reread those like graphic novels over and over again. The characters are amazing. I love how much background we have for mental health in that series. I felt so understood. That series is just so good. If you haven't read this, please read Heartstopper. Oh yeah, next we have a book I have read and totally is a 5-star read for me. Next is Twisted Love. I'm gonna post Punk 50 Stepping and Stepping on Lego Bricks because then this makes more sense to me. Little spoiler warning. Alex, what are you doing? I'm so sorry, that man made me laugh throughout this entire book. This guy kept talking about how Ava can't handle him because he's so rough in bed and like blah, 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 blah. He proceeds to do doggy style with her and I'm like, didn't you just talk about how you're so rough in bed? Absolutely not. Neon Gods. This is another Hades and Persephone retelling, but I did not like this at all. I did not like it. There's nothing else I have to say about it. People Meet on Vacation. Yeah, I totally love this. This is a raw pasta book for me. Some of the miscommunication to me was so annoying because I did not understand why these people were so much into not understanding the other person and not asking. Red, White, and Royal Blue. Now, I read this book quite a while ago, but as far as I remember, I actually liked this book. It wasn't mind-blowing to me, but it wasn't boring. It was just good. It was there. I liked it. But now the next book. after. I wish I could erase my memories from this series, and I'm going to now tell you about one scene in the second book.
That actually scarred me for life.
Hardin and Tessa want to have sex, but Tessa's on her period. So then Hardin, I'm literally shuddering while thinking about this. Tessa sits down on the table and Hardin proceeds to pull the tampon out of her. Please, please, please explain me why you wrote that. Next is It Ends With Us. I have decided to put It Ends With Us in the raw pasta tier. Spoiler, I'm gonna explain why It Ends With Us is in this tier now. So in the epilogue, Lily lets Ryle alone with her child. I am so sorry, but I do not understand why she does that. I do not understand why he has custody over his child and why he is allowed to see his child. Love in Other Words was just not for me. I'm so sorry, everybody. This is a raw pasta book. Love in Other Words, for me, was okay, but there were a few scenes in there that made me iffy, and I was like, I don't like this. This didn't have to be in the book. Now, Ugly Love. I also don't want to put this into thumbs up. I'm also gonna put this into raw pasta. Like, as much as I do not like Miles and absolutely hate that man, that book still made me cry so much, and I will probably never forget that book. In a way that is probably not good for me because it brings me a lot of pain. Some parts of the plot I just do not like at all. Next, The Atlas Six. I'm actually reading this book right now, so I don't know if I should put it into TBR or how I feel about this book right now. I'm just gonna rate it for how I am while reading this right now. And right now, thumbs up. I actually quite enjoy this book so far. I like the world building, I like everything that's happening. Do I like the characters? They're a bit iffy. Throttled is for me a thumbs up. I read this book, however, over a year, almost 2 years ago, so I don't remember if the writing was really good because I don't remember anything about this book actually. I want to reread Caraval so badly. I can't even begin to explain why I love that series so much. I love the world building in Caraval. I love the characters. I love the entire Alice in Wonderland type vibe that the book has, and I love Alice in Wonderland, so that book was automatically one of my favorite fantasy series. Absolutely love Donatella. She's such a cool character in my opinion. The costumes and the fan art, so good. And then there's Dante. Oh, they both die in the end. Yeah, I'm going to put this into I have no photo for you today. I know from the title that they both die in the end. Did I expect it though? No. I thought this was like clickbait, you know, like, and then also I think the book was just boring to me. I just wanted to get it over with, so. The Silent Patient is a book I haven't read. We Hunt the Flame, thumbs up. I love this book. I haven't read the sequel though. I really like the world building in this book. I really like the main character. I think this book is a great fantasy novel, fantasy duet. Now Every Summer After to me is a stepping on Lego bricks book. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this into, ich habe heute kein Foto für dich. Like, I didn't like this book. I didn't understand this book. I hated the plot twist. I didn't like the characters. And where were the parents? The parents were just not there in this book. I don't get this. The kiss quotient, however, is a thumbs up for me. I really like this book. Michael was so hot! The teaching, the entire premise of her hiring him so that he can teach her how the dating life works, thought this was amazing. So,
Boom.
Not only were the characters amazing, the world building was amazing. I love the entire aspect of King Arthur's Knights, the entire like story behind the Legendborns, the secret society aspect in the story. You need to read this book, and the sequel is coming out soon. Oh, Marriage for One. I haven't read this, so TBR. Do I want to read this? Probably not. I mean, look at the cover. So The Cruel Prince, if it was an issue, I do blame myself for this because I didn't read the back. So I was obviously really disappointed in this book. Just because I went in with different expectations, everybody told me, oh my god, enemies to lovers, Cardin and da-da-da, Cardin and Jude, so cute, blah, 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 blah. Like, this isn't about romance. Dance of Thieves, I have not read. Malibu Rising, I have not read. Verity, okay, I'm gonna put Verity into thumbs up. I was disturbed, I was disgusted, I was in pain. Verity and me are not friends. I actually don't like any of the characters in this book. You've reached Sam, yeah, I totally read this. My TBR list is now 2 rows long, and it's gonna get longer because I haven't read If We Were Villains either. And this is not my TBR for this month. Oh my god, not another one. Great job, Medita. Ooh, The Invisible Life, Addie LaRue. I like this, thumbs up. I like V. Schwab's writing style. I'm very excited to read her other books. I thought the story was pretty good. While reading this entire thing, I kept thinking of that one movie with Blake Lively. I actually thought that that movie was about this book. I was so confused, but it isn't, so that was kind of funny. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I actually have not read this either. Oh my god, and it's getting longer because Daisy Jones and the Six is in there too. The Song of Achilles. I'm gonna put the Song of Achilles in raw pasta because I was quite bored at some moments, so it wasn't like my favorite, I would say. I also don't plan on rereading it. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I actually did like this a lot. Thumbs up. I cried. I liked the story. It isn't really that much romance based, so I was confused that I liked it that much, but it was pretty good. Will I ever reread it? Probably not. Now, Six of Crows! I read this book a while ago, but the found family trope will forever and always be one of my favorites. I love the different personalities all these characters have. Every single character was so different. It was amazing. I loved it. Loved the plot line.
Way better than Shadow and Bones.
Will I, however, read Crooked Kingdom?
No!
I do not want to be in pain. I know what happens. I was spoiled through fan art. Yeah, since we have already reached the end, this is my final result of this list. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, you can give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my content, you can subscribe. I hope you all have a great day, evening, nighttime, morning, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Go read a book. You know what? Read a book that is on your TBR on this list. I will actually be reading one of my TBR books, and that is The Inheritance Games, and I'm also going to continue reading The Atlas 6. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day, happy reading, and see you next time.